How to prepare for healthcare costs in retirement 1. The problem. All right, picture this. You've worked hard all your life. You've got your retirement dreams all laid out. Travel, leisure, relaxation. But there's a huge hidden storm on the horizon that could sink all of that. Healthcare costs. And trust me, if you think it won't be a big deal, you're in for a rude awakening. By the time you hit retirement, healthcare could make up nearly a quarter of your total retirement expenses. Yes, you heard that right. 25% of your savings gone, just like that. So what do? Well, you've come to the right place. Stick with me, because in the next 10 minutes, we're going to break down the strategies you need to protect your health, your wealth, and your future. Now, I know healthcare costs aren't the most exciting thing to talk about, but trust me, it's a lot more fun to deal with this now than when you're in your 60s dealing with it all at once. So grab a cup of coffee, because the real fun starts right now. 2. The solution. Okay, first things first, let's set the foundation. You need to understand that preparing for healthcare costs in retirement isn't just about saving a few extra bucks here and there. It's about strategic planning, foresight, and making informed decisions right now. So let's dive into the 5 critical strategies you need. Point 1, start saving now. Strategy number 1, start saving for healthcare costs now. Yes, right now. I know, you've got a million things on your plate: student loans, living expenses, trying to maintain your social life. But here's the thing, healthcare doesn't wait, and as the years go by, it only gets more expensive. Trust me, you don't want to be caught off guard later. Here's the cold, hard truth. You will spend more on healthcare as you age. The longer you wait, the more you'll have to scramble. Think about this. On average, a 65-year-old couple will need around $300,000 to cover healthcare expenses during retirement. And that number, it keeps rising. So what can you do today? Start by contributing to your health savings account HSA if you have one. HSAs are like a magic little pot of money. You can save tax-free, invest it, and even use it to cover healthcare costs without paying taxes on withdrawals. In fact, it's the only account where the money grows tax-free, is withdrawn tax-free, and is used tax-free. Pretty neat, right? Point 2, understand your health insurance options. Now let's talk about your health insurance. This is one of those topics that you can easily ignore until it's too late. But that's a huge mistake. As you move into your 60s, you'll need to figure out your Medicare options. Trust me, you don't want to blindly pick a plan that could leave you financially strapped in retirement. Medicare might seem straightforward, but it's actually pretty complicated. You have Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part D, and they all cover different things. You also have to consider whether you'll need a supplemental plan, Medigap, or a Medicare Advantage plan, depending on your needs. If you think you can wait to figure this all out, you're setting yourself up for a potential disaster. This is why it's so important to research your options now, so you don't end up facing massive out-of-pocket costs later. Don't worry though, we'll go over more of this in a second. Point 3, keep your health in check. Now here's a point that might sting a little. Your health right now matters so much more than you probably think. You may feel invincible at 25 or 30, but trust me, it's way easier to prevent health issues today than it is to deal with them later. Chronic conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure are some of the biggest drivers of healthcare costs in retirement. So how do you protect yourself? It's simple. Take care of your body. Exercise, eat right, get regular checkups, and don't skimp on sleep. It's not just about feeling good today, it's about saving your future self from hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical bills. You can't put a price on good health, but trust me, if you don't take care of it now, you will pay for it later. Yeah, I know. You're probably thinking, but I'm young, I'll worry about that later. Well, you might want to tell that to your future self when you're sipping prune juice in a rocking chair. Just saying. Point 4, plan for long-term care. Let's face it, the reality is, as we age, we might need help with daily activities. Think about it. You may not want to rely on your kids to wipe your nose when you're 85, unless they really want to. Kidding. Long-term care costs can be astronomical, and they're not covered by Medicare. So what should you do? Start planning early. Look into long-term care insurance. The younger you are when you buy it, the cheaper it will be. And if that's not an option, explore other ways to fund long-term care, like a dedicated savings account or even some hybrid life insurance policies that offer long-term care benefits. Whatever you do, don't ignore it. Trust me, it'll be way too late to buy this kind of insurance when you need it. Point 5. Invest wisely for healthcare costs. Now for the grand finale, investing wisely. This isn't just about putting your money in the stock market and hoping for the best. No, you need to be strategic. As we've already talked about, healthcare costs are going to increase, and inflation doesn't take a break. So your investment strategy needs to outpace inflation. Consider a mix of investments: stocks for growth, bonds for stability, and real estate for diversification. And yes, healthcare-related investments are a thing. You can invest in healthcare-focused ETFs or funds that target the healthcare sector. This is where it gets exciting. By investing with purpose, you can grow your nest egg faster than inflation will eat it up. But here's the catch. It requires patience. Start now, stay consistent, and your future self will thank you. 3. The future of your wealth. Now, before we wrap up, let me ask you this. How do you want to retire? Do you want to be burdened with medical bills? Or do you want to retire with peace of mind, knowing that your health is in check and your finances are secure? Because the choice is yours, but only if you act now. We've covered a lot today, from saving early to understanding your insurance options to planning for long-term care. But let me leave you with this. The key to living your best life in retirement is preparation, and that preparation starts today. But before you go, I've got a surprise for you. I'm going to share one final strategy in my next video, one that most financial experts aren't talking about, that could save you thousands in healthcare costs. You don't want to miss it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because you'll want to be the first to hear it. Thank you for watching, and remember, your future health and wealth depends on the actions you take today. So don't wait. Start now, and I'll see you in the next video.